Have you ever answered a call, opened an email, or had someone knock on your door, only to get that sinking feeling in your gut that something just isn't right? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to spot the scams targeting Aussie seniors before they take a single dollar from you. Good day, friends. If you're watching this, chances are you've had that little voice in the back of your mind whispering, "Hang on, is this for real?" When someone's offered you a deal that seems too good to be true. And you know what? That voice is usually right. Scammers are getting sneakier every day, and they're targeting Aussie seniors because they think we're an easy mark. Well, let's prove them wrong, shall we? Today, we are talking about 5 red flags that scream scam. Warning signs you should never ignore. These are the little clues that tell you something's not quite right, whether it's a phone call, an email, or even someone knocking on your door. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spot these tricks a mile away, so you can protect yourself, your money, and your peace of mind. Now, let's start with the first red flag, and this one's a biggie. Red flag number 1. They're rushing you. Ever had someone on the phone telling you that you must act right now or you'll miss out? Maybe it's a limited time offer, a supposed tax debt, or even a fake emergency involving a grandchild. Scammers love to create panic because when we are flustered, we don't think as clearly. Here's the thing. Legitimate businesses and government agencies never pressure you to make a snap decision. If someone's insisting you pay immediately, hang up the phone, delete the email, or shut the door. Take a deep breath, talk to a trusted friend or family member, and remember, real deals don't disappear overnight. Red flag number 2. They ask for personal details up front. Now, this one's especially sneaky. You might get a call from someone claiming to be from your bank, the ATO, or even a tech support company. They sound professional, maybe even friendly, and they say they need to verify your details for security reasons. But here's the catch. They're the ones who called you. Banks and government agencies already have your information. They'll never call out of the blue and ask for your password, PIN, or credit card number. If someone does, it's a scam. Full stop. A good rule of thumb? If you didn't initiate the contact, don't give out any personal information. And speaking of contact, let's talk about our third red flag, because this one's been tricking people for years. Red flag number 3. They want payment in unusual ways. Gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency. If someone's insisting you pay them in a way that feels odd, it's because they don't want a paper trail. Real businesses don't ask for iTunes cards to settle a debt, and your grandchild isn't stuck overseas needing Bitcoin to get home. Once that money's sent, it's gone. No way to get it back. So if someone's pushing for payment in an unusual form, walk away. Better yet, report them. Now, we've covered 3 big warning signs so far: the rush, the request for personal details, and strange payment methods. But there are 2 more red flags you need to know, and they're just as important. So let's keep going, because the more you know, the safer you'll be. You're doing great so far. We've already covered 3 major red flags that should set off your scam radar. But let's keep going, because scammers are always coming up with new tricks, and the more you know, the harder it'll be for them to fool you. Red flag number 4. They're vague or avoid your questions. Have you ever noticed how scammers never seem to give straight answers? You ask a simple question, like, "Which bank are you calling from?" or "Can you send me something in writing?" And suddenly, they're dodging like a politician in an interview. They might change the subject, get defensive, or even act offended to make you feel guilty for questioning them. A real business or government worker will always be able to give you clear information. They'll provide reference numbers, official websites, or even encourage you to call back on a verified number. If someone's being evasive, that's a huge warning sign. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Red flag number 5. It sounds too good to be true. The oldest trick in the book. You've won a prize. You're entitled to a huge refund. Invest with us and double your money. We've all heard these lines before, and deep down, we know they're nonsense. But sometimes, when life's been a bit tough, that little voice whispers, "What if it's real this time?" Here's the hard truth. If it sounds too good to be true, it always is. Real prizes don't ask for payment upfront. Real investments don't guarantee sky-high returns with no risk. And real government agencies won't call you out of the blue to hand you free money. A good rule: before you act on any offer, take a step back. Ask yourself, would this really happen this way? Then, check with someone you trust, a family member, a friend, or even your local bank. A few minutes of double-checking could save you a lifetime of regret. Now, we've covered 5 major red flags: pressure tactics, requests for personal details, unusual payment methods, evasiveness, and offers that seem too good to be true. But before we wrap up, I want to share one last thing that's just as important as spotting the scams themselves. So, we've talked about the warning signs, the rush, the requests for personal info, the strange payment methods, the dodgy answers, and the too good to be true offers. But here's the thing, even the savviest among us can get caught off guard sometimes. Scammers are good at what they do, that's why they keep doing it. But you know what's even better than spotting a scam? Stopping it before it starts. Here's how. Bonus tip: slow down and verify. The biggest weapon you have against scammers is time. They don't want you to think, they want you to act. So, the moment something feels fishy, hit the pause button. Hang up the phone. Close the email. Tell the person at your door you need to check with someone first. Then, verify. Call the bank, the government agency, or the company using a number you know is real, not one the caller gave you. Pop into your local police station or ask a tech-savvy grandkid to take a look. There's no shame in double-checking. In fact, it's the smartest thing you can do. You're not alone. If you have been targeted, or worse, if you've lost money, don't beat yourself up. Scammers are professionals, and they fool thousands of people every year. The important thing is to report it. Tell your bank, report it to ScamWatch, scamwatch.gov.au, and let your friends know so they can be on guard too. The more we talk about these tricks, the harder it gets for the scammers to succeed. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, the best defense is a little bit of knowledge and a whole lot of trust in your instincts. You've lived a life full of experience. You know when something doesn't add up. So keep these red flags in mind, stay cautious, and remember, you've got this. If you found this video helpful, why not share it with a friend? The more of us who know what to look for, the safer we'll all be. And if you've ever encountered a scam, or dodged one, drop a comment below. Your story could help someone else avoid a nasty surprise. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay sharp, stay safe, and don't let those scammers win. Here's to looking out for each other. Cheers, mates.